Welcome, judges. Good afternoon. My name is Rahul Sharma, and I'm a rising senior in Chandler, Arizona, in the United States. Now, I would like to give it off to my colleague, Geetika.
Thank you, Rahul. My name is Katika Chaudhary. I'm also a rising senior in Toronto, Canada. And today, me and Rahul will be presenting an innovative solution to a global problem.
Now, let's get into the product, the LactaSmart Station under our company, Greenstream Solutions, whose mission is to create convenient and sustainable products for both consumers and producers. However, before we get into the product, let's address the problem. A dairy industry at a breaking point. Picture this. Every year, the dairy industry produces enough plastic waste to fill 10,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools, yet less than 10% is ever recycled. These plastic milk bottles aren't just clogging landfills, they're breaking down into microplastics, now found in 75% of human breast milk samples, carrying toxins linked to childhood developmental issues. Meanwhile, farmers struggle with a broken system. 20% of their milk spoils in transit. They lose 30 to 50% of their profits to middlemen, and refrigerated transport emits 40% more carbon dioxide than local models. This isn't just unsustainable, it's a public health emergency hiding in plain sight. The solution? The LactaSmart Station. Our smart milk vending machines will combine cutting edge AI with the simplicity of a milkman's reusable bottles for the 21st century. In terms of revenue streams, we first have milk sales. We'll sell AI measured milk at $5 per liter. Our projected cost is just $1.20 per liter because we will source directly from farmers, giving us an impressive 76% margin. Next, container sales. We will offer glass bottles for $4.50, designed for 30 plus reuses, eco-plastic containers for $2.70, designed for reusable for 50 plus times, and compostable containers for 60 cents for those who do not want to reuse bottles directly. Last, value-added services. We will lease machines for $1,500 per machine per month and offer maintenance contracts at $200 per month with a strong 60% uptake. Now, I would like to hand it off to my colleague, Geetika, who will talk about innovative text-based solutions.
Thank you, Rahul. So, as he just mentioned, we're now moving on to the innovative tech-based solutions. On the slide here, we have depicted the LactaSmart Station. Think of it as a modern soda dispenser, but for fresh, local milk. Next to it, we offer eco-friendly, reusable containers, but we also encourage our users to bring their own. You just walk up, use the touchscreen to pick your milk type and how much you want, and it dispenses directly. No plastic bottles thrown away, no waste. We've designed the machine with a transparent milk chamber so you can see the product before it pours. And right beside it, there will be a built-in robotic cleaning station for sanitizing your reusable container to meet chain hygiene standards. It's simple, sustainable, and scalable. Now here's where it gets really interesting, the AI integration component. Let's break down how the AI actually works inside the machine, starting with the hardware. At the center, there's a compact central processing unit built to support AI tasks. It will help to run all the mechanisms in real time. On the CPU, we will build a system using IoT sensors and AI algorithms that track things like milk levels, internal temperatures, mechanical performance, and even hygiene cycles. So what does that mean? Essentially, the machine will actually predict when it's running low on milk and signal for a refill before it's ever empty, and it will also monitor itself for early signs of issues so we can handle maintenance before anything breaks or the milk spoils. Now for the software side. We will run a lightweight operating system that supports AI models, so things like TensorFlow Lite or OpenVINO can run directly on the machine without ever needing to connect to a server. In this way, we can keep things fast and responsive. The AI models serve two main purposes. First, predictive maintenance. They learn what's quote unquote normal for the machine and flag anything unusual before a breakdown happens. Secondly, inventory forecasting. They analyze usage patterns, time of day, and location data to predict when restocking is needed. All of this will then be processed through an onboard computer using Edge AI, and everything will sync to a cloud dashboard so operators can monitor multiple machines remotely, anytime, anywhere. We will also use this data to optimize inventory, reduce waste, and even personalize the customer experience through the touchscreen interface. Now I will hand it back to Rahul to talk about the cost breakdowns.
Thank you, Geetika. So for our projected costs, we first have machine production. It would be around $180,000 in year one for 10 machines, growing to $3.6 million in year three for 200 machines. Next, milk sourcing. It would be around $219,000 in year one, increasing to $8.8 million in year three. Packaging. It would be around $65,700 in year one, rising to $2.2 million in year three. For labor, it would remain a constant of $600,000 across year one and year three. Marketing, that would be around 10% of our revenue. It would be $124,000 in year one, reaching $5.8 million in year three. Research and development, the cost would remain a constant of $200,000 across year one and year three. And lastly, administrative overhead, that would be around 8% of our revenue. It would be $99,200 in year one, increasing to $4.6 million in year three. Now let's look at our 5-year financial projections. Year one, we'll produce 10 machines. We project a revenue of $1.24 million with a cost of $1.02 million, resulting in a net profit of $220,000. For year three, we will produce 200 machines. We project significant growth with $57.6 million in revenue, $25.8 million in costs, and a net profit of $31.8 million. For year five, we will produce 1,000 machines. We anticipate a revenue of $140 million with cost of $60 million, resulting in a net profit of $80 million. By year three, we will be generating $31.8 million in profit with 55% margins that are 3 times higher than traditional vending. For the impact, it's more than just profit. Firstly, environmental wins. Each LactaSmart Station will eliminate 1.2 tons of plastic annually. That's equivalent to 50,000 single-use bottles. Our closed-loop system will reduce dairy carbon's footprint by 8,700 kilograms of CO2 per machine. That's like taking 2 cars off the road. Then, social transformation. Farmers will earn 40% more by cutting out middlemen because milk is shipped directly to the stores, universities, or communities. Urban food deserts will become 24/7 access to affordable fresh milk. Lastly, hygiene will be guaranteed with our self-cleaning loom systems. Sustainability goals. By 2027, 500 machines will divert 600 tons of plastic. By 2030, 10,000 machines will put $200 million directly into the hands of local dairies. Now, I would like to give it back to Geetika, who will talk about marketing and outreach. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. So, nearly half of North American consumers, which constitutes about 49%, now actively seek out sustainable products, a number that has risen from 43% just a year prior. Products marketed with environmental or social responsibility claims, such as vegan or carbon zero, are growing 8.5% faster than conventional products. Within the food sector, eco-friendly options are outperforming traditional products in 11 out of 15 categories, demonstrating a robust demand for sustainable choices, especially in dairy. Our milk vending machine business will be designed to meet and exceed these evolving consumer expectations. By eliminating single-use plastic packaging and allowing customers to purchase exactly the amount of milk they need, we will reduce the waste and offer true convenience. When it comes to competition, nobody is doing it quite like us. We will truly revolutionize the market. While there are companies in the sustainable vending and dairy sectors, our model stands apart. For example, New Milk has made significant strides with plant-based milk vending, focusing on waste reduction and freshness. Their machines eliminate single-use cartons, saving 3,000 cartons per year per coffee shop and 160 cartons per year per household. New Milk's pivot from large vending units to compact machines have made their solutions more accessible, but our approach will go further by offering any type of milk, any quantity, and a completely closed-looped packaging system. This positions us at the forefront of a market projected to grow from $152 million to $265 $1 million in the coming years, as consumers increasingly demand transparency, convenience, and sustainability. Lastly, our marketing strategy will be focused on platforms where Gen Z and millennials spend their time in making purchasing decisions. Instagram and TikTok are essential, with 57% of Gen Z discovering new products on these platforms every day. With 70% of Gen Z and 90% of millennials making purchases directly from social feeds, integrating social e-commerce will be key to our growth. Short-form content, video content such as behind-the-scenes looks at our self-cleaning process or customer testimonials about waste reduction will drive engagement and trust. YouTube will play a critical role as well, offering a space for longer, more in-depth storytelling, educational content, and community engagement. Finally, we'll partner with micro-influencers who share our values, ensuring our message is relatable and credible and reaches a wider audience. Now, I will hand it off back to Rahul to perform the closing.
Thank you. So now it's about the future of dairy and other industries. Beyond the LactaSmart Station, we plan to build consumer versions of the smart vending machine with AI and dispenser technology integration as an upgrade to existing smart refrigerators. In this system, consumers can get their food and other perishables directly in bulk, reusable containers via direct delivery to their homes. Additionally, this technology can spread to other industries such as soap and detergents for commercial use, promoting sustainability and efficiency. To end, this isn't just a business innovation, it's a moral imperative. With the LactaSmart Station and more products to come, we are proving that sustainability and profitability pour from the same bottle. The question isn't whether this model works, it's how fast we can scale to meet the demand. We welcome your feedback on how to accelerate this revolution. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Again, thank you for your time, and we hope you consider our pitch worthy for consideration.